Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to try to do a sermon video this morning. I'm going to be in Proverbs. I'm still in a Proverbs series. We're doing chapter 23. Please bear with me this morning. Please stay with me. I'm going to not only been having sinus allergy trouble. In addition, this morning I got a little tickling in my throat. So let's just see how it goes. One thing about it, you won't catch it from me watching this video. So that's the good thing about it. But Proverbs chapter 23, when thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. So, you see people that's rich. Maybe you have a rich relative or a friend or something like that, and you kind of wish that was you. How did he get such good fortune? But you don't know. You don't know that they might be on the verge of a heart attack or having marital problems or maybe a heart attack because of too much stress at work, and then that strains their family life. And you think, boy, I wish that's what I was that way. But that's what comes from striving and seeking after things that we don't need, we just want. We need to be careful what we wish for. And I pray that the Lord will help me not to begrudge the things that other people have, because I don't know what they got with it. So happiness has nothing to do with what we have, but everything to do with who we are. Now, I want to read a little story to you. It's the Mexican Fisherman. It says, a vacationing American businessman standing on the pier of a quaint coastal fishing village in southern Mexico watched as a small boat with just one young fisherman pulled into the dock. Inside the small boat were several large yellowfin tuna. Enjoying the warmth of the early afternoon sun, the American complimented the Mexican on the quality of fish. How long did it take you to catch them? The American casually asked. Oh, a few hours, the Mexican fisherman replied. Why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish? The American businessman then asked. The Mexican warmly replied, with this, I have enough money to support my family's needs. Businessman then becomes serious. What do you do with the rest of your time? Responding with a smile, the Mexican fisherman answered, I sleep late, play with my children, watch ball games, take siesta with my wife. Sometimes in the evenings I take a stroll in the village to see my friends, play the guitar, sing a few songs. The American businessman impatiently interrupted, look, I have an MBA from Harvard, and I can help you become more profitable. You can start by fishing several hours a day longer and you can then sell the extra fish you catch. With extra money, you can buy a bigger boat with additional income. That larger boat will bring. Before long, you can buy a second boat, and then a third, and so on, and you'll have an entire fleet of fishing boats. Proud of his own sharp thinking, he excitedly elaborated a grand scheme which can bring in bigger profits. Then, instead of selling your catch to the middleman, you'll be able to sell your fish directly to the processor, or even open your own cannery. Eventually, you can control the product, processing, and distribution. You can leave this tiny coastal village and move to Mexico City or even Los Angeles or New York City, where you can even further expand your enterprise. Having never thought of such things, the Mexican businessman asked, how long will this take? After rapid mental calculation, the Harvard MBA pronounced, probably about 15 or 20 years, maybe less if you really work hard. And then what, senor? Asked the fisherman. Well, that's the best part. With all this time, when the time is right, you can sell your company stock to the public and become very rich. You can make millions. Millions, really? What would I do with it all? Asked the young fisherman in disbelief. The businessman boasted. Then you could happily retire with the money you made. You could move to a quaint coastal fishing village where you could sleep late, play with your grandchildren, watch ball games, take siesta with your wife. You could stroll to the village in the evenings where you could play the guitar and sing with your friends all you want. And the Mexican says, already doing that, senor. So, that seemed like the way our mind works. Verse 4 and 5 says, labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. It's better to give ourselves to something that can't be taken away from us. Riches are, like it said, can make wings. It's you can pierce yourself through with many sorrows, it says in another place. And I want something that can't be taken away from me, like money can. Verse 17, and let's see, did I skip some here? Let's see. I'm just skipping around on this. Verse 17 and 18 said, let not thy heart envy sinners. Be thou in the fear of the Lord all day long, for surely there's an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Kids in school, good behaving kids, and then the teacher leaves the room, and some of the misbehaving kids start throwing paper wads or whatever they do, and the temptation's too much, and they join in. We out here with a bunch of other people, and we're a good kid, but then we get around them and their ways wind up on us. We think that because our judgment is not speedy, that it's not going to come. But God don't forget, and He'll get around, just like Dad used to be. He don't forget. You may think and hope and pray that He did, but He didn't. I tell people that you have to be relentless. You have to be consistent, and you have to be thankful. Relentless. You can just don't take no for an answer. Verse 23, Proverbs 23:23 says, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. People's got goods to sell, and sometimes you get taken, especially if you go on a vacation. Excuse me, people selling stuff and cheap, and it glitters, and you buy it, and then you get it back home and it doesn't work. I hope that I can desire the right thing. Then it says, verse 29 through 33 says, who hath woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contention? Who hath babbling? Who hath wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, and they that seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine which, when it's red, when it giveth its color in a cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. People that drink alcohol, they tell themselves that they can quit. I can quit anytime. Even people that smoke or whatever habit they have, they think I can quit anytime eating. But you're just kidding yourself. You tell yourself you're in control, but you're not. Anything that we get hooked on, it's true with that. But the thing, it takes from you. Those things take from you. Take your money, your time, your health, and everything else. But God, He gives back more than you had before. And people can be not sober physically. They can be drunk physically, and the same thing can happen spiritually. You can be drunk. You can be so caught up with something that your judgment is not right and you make the wrong decisions. Maybe this wasn't your favorite proverb today, but I sure did try to get it to you to help you. Just want to do something that would help you because I love you. I realize that there's people, as I said many times, I didn't do this to replace your ministry you get in the church, but I realize there's people that's not getting to church still. And I want to supplement and not replace whatever you got. I want to be here for you and fill in some of the gaps. And so I do love you. I love you with all my heart. And I'm trying to get you something. So if you need something, you just let me know. My phone number is 256-508-4410. If you can't get me, please leave a message, and I'll try to get back with you when I can. So until we do this the next time, may God richly bless you.